Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. I have another Monday quarterback video for you. I'm going to play this video and talk about things that are going on to better explain what's going on and talk about things that I think that are being done right and done wrong. Here we go.
State Police!
Okay, so we'll back this up. Unfortunately, this does not have a typical critical incident briefing type of format. There's no spokesperson explaining what's going on. This looks to be, so far, the only slide that has any information going on. So I'll read to you a news release from the Illinois State Police. This was done on October 21st of 2022. The Illinois State Police Division of Internal Investigation is investigating an officer-involved shooting that occurred when ISP assisted the Black Hawk Area Task Force in executing a search warrant in the 600 block of North Cherry Street, Morrison, in the early morning hours of Friday, October 21, 2022. Upon entry, officers heard gunshots from within the residence. During a search, officers encountered the subject of the search warrant. An ISP officer fired at the armed subject, who sustained a gunshot wound and was taken to an area hospital. Officers continued to search the home, and in part of the house separate from where the officer-involved shooting occurred, found a female victim with a gunshot wound. She was taken to an area hospital. Medical conditions are not available at this time. The search warrant was for possession with intent to deliver methamphetamine, possession of contraband, in a penal institution. The ISP officer involved is a 4-year, highly trained SWAT member of the Illinois State Police. In accordance with the Police and Community Relations Improvement Act 50 ILCS 727 and the Illinois State Police Law 20 ILCS 2605, special agents of the Illinois State Division of Internal Investigation are investigating these events. Officers serving the search warrant were wearing cameras. The investigation is open and ongoing. Upon completion of the investigation, all evidence and facts will be submitted for review to the Whiteside County State's Attorney's Office. To fulfill our commitment to integrity and transparency, additional information, including the videos, will be made public when possible with the advice and concurrence of the state attorney. No additional information is available at this time. All right. I did a search and I have not found any other information past that date of October 22 or October 21st, 2022. So I don't know if any of these people ended up dying or anything like that. Going back into the news release, intent to deliver methamphetamine, possession of contraband in a penal institution. So it sounds like someone was bringing drugs into a prison. So this could be what they're going after. They could be going after this person who was coming to a prison for visits and was bringing drugs in there. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I mean, what else could it be? All right. Or they could have been a person working there. They could have been working in the kitchen or something and bringing stuff in. Possibly. I don't know. But let's see what happens in the video here.
State Police search warrant!
State Police search warrant, open the door! State Police search warrant, open the door! State Police search warrant, open the door!
State Police search warrant! State Police search warrant!
State Police search warrant!
State Police search warrant!
State Police search warrant!
State Police search warrant!
What is that? I don't know.
What is that?
Shots?
Green!
Hey, are those shots?
I'll hold it.
State Police!
State Police, if you're up there, come out with your hands up here.
Come around the corner with your hands up. State Police search warrant.
State Police search warrant.
Go. Search warrant. Head.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Where's the gun?
I put the rifle over there, the shotgun right there.
All right, and that's it. So we don't get to see a whole lot with the video here. At the beginning, it's all black, so there's no light entering the camera, but we can hear them talking. So it's possible that these officers made the approach with no lights on. We do see that they have nods on in some of these frames here. So they possibly approached while under nods, and then once they got on site, stacked up, made the knock and announce, and then boom, they start using white lights. And that's where we start to see some light come into play here, and being able to see these guys and what's going on.
What is that? I don't know. What is that? Green.
So the majority of gunfire that police hear is on a shooting range. And there's no mistaking what that gunfire sounds like when it's around you. Structures can change that sound. It's not going to sound exactly the same as the gun being fired next to you. I think that some additional firearms training that would be beneficial is for officers to be inside of a structure and someone to fire a live gun in a safe manner, so that they get to experience what that sounds like. Because sometimes it just may not sound like distinctive gunfire at all. Now, these are SWAT guys. These guys have more trigger time than regular police. They fire more rounds than regular police, but yet they still don't know for sure what that noise is. Why? Because they probably haven't been around actual real guns being fired inside a structure like this. Yeah, they may be firing sim rounds and stuff inside of a shoot house, but a lot of shoot houses are not made up like an actual real house. Yeah, there's walls and stuff, but there's no ceiling there. A lot of the stuff that you would find in a house as far as carpet and stuff like that is not there. It's just plywood. That's it. One single sheet of plywood. You don't have actual insulated walls or anything like that. Some of the best training that you can get is when a house is about to be demolished and you can get permission to do training in that house. Fire departments get to enjoy this. Sometimes when a house is about to be demolished, they'll get to go in and practice some of their skills inside the house. Firefighter safety and survival, they'll get to practice cutting the drywall, breaching the drywall, and crawling through the studs into the other room. They'll get to practice forcing doors open. They'll get to practice climbing up on the roof and cutting the fucking roof for ventilation. Police sometimes get to enjoy this. But they don't take live guns into the house because obviously rounds are going to go straight through fucking walls. So they take ammunition guns, if anything. And a lot of what they do when they go into these houses is they just work on some of the tactics, some of the movements and stuff like that, breaching doors, things of that nature. For the ones who, they got the ammunitions and stuff like that, they'll run scenarios if they can. But again, the report of a ammunition gun is not going to be the same as an actual live gun. So when it comes to finding these abandoned houses, or these houses that are going to be scheduled for demolition, bring a clearing barrel or create one and have someone in a room shoot into this, big pile of sand, and everyone else be downstairs off to the side or even outside the house. So, and without wearing ear protection, that way you can hear what it sounds like.
There, those shots.
So we've got a handgun here with a red dot sight on it, and I don't like. We see the hole in the slide. We got a ported slide here on this gun, but I don't know if the barrel is ported. And if it is, then I think that's incredibly stupid. These ported guns like this, these are not ideal fighting guns, because this barrel has these cuts in it. If it has these cuts in it, which I can't tell for sure if it has them or not, but I mean, why else would the slide have this portion missing here and you not have ported barrel? If the barrel is ported, when you fire, then you're going to get gases and flame coming up out of those ports. If you're shooting with nods, that's going to screw with your nods. If you're having to fire this thing in close retention, and this is up against your body, where's all those hot gases going? Going up into you. So I don't see this as a very viable fighting gun. Now, it could be that, they just put the ported slide on this because it's going to be maybe less weight, but they have a regular barrel in it. I don't really see the point in that either, because that's just an opening for gunk to get into. Of course, the rifle, you see the EOTech and the laser on top there.
State Police, if you're up there, come out with your hands up here. Come around the corner with your hands up.
Now we see he activates a laser there.
Come around the corner with your hands up.
Very brief.
Come around the corner with your hands up.
Now it looks like his button.
Up here.
I'll play it again. Watch how his hand placement.
Come around the corner with your hands up.
You see he moves his hand, or his thumb.
Hands up here. Come around the corner with your hands.
And then he activates that laser. I'm not a big fan of buttons and stuff being in front of the laser. I think that the device needs to be as far forward as possible to minimize the amount of obstructions that will be in its way. Right now he's using visible laser, which on that side of the unit, that's where that comes out of. Now if he is to be using infrared, if he was under nods, and he was using the illuminator is on this side, where the hand is at. And if his hand is in front of that illuminator, then he's going to get backsplash of IR light energy coming off his hand and going back towards his nods and flaring his nods out. And all this length right here It's just more stuff for that IR energy to splash off of, and you want less splash, in my opinion. And these things need to be as far forward as possible. We also notice he has a muzzle brake on the end. He does not have a silencer on this gun, or this rifle. All rifles, all fighting rifles, in my opinion, need to have silencers on them. The silencers will help reduce the very loud signature that the rifle will make, and it will help preserve in the short term and the long term the hearing for people, and allow in that short term moment the saving of the hearing. It allows for better communication. Even if they're wearing hearing protection and muffs and everything, the silencer is still going to be a great thing to have, because it's just going to reduce that loud ass explosive blast that goes on. So why he don't have a silencer on there, I don't know, but he needs to have one on there.
What's up? State Police search warrant. State Police search warrant. Go. Search warrant. Hey! Shots fired.
So we don't get to see much of anything because the shield is in the way. Personally, I think that if these teams are going to have a shield, they should realistically put a camera on the other side of the shield so it captures images of what the hell is going on, because it's completely useless at this point to have the camera turned on. You don't get to see shit. All you see is this damn shield right here. So here's the night observation devices I was talking about, the night vision. They have them up in the up position so they're out of the way. I would say that, like I said earlier, they probably made the approach under nods, and then once they got to the door and started making their announcements, these things were put up in the stow position, and then they went to white lights. I don't understand people's fascination with these sawed-off shotguns. You're neutering the shotgun's ability when you cut it down like this. You're just making it ineffective. You're making it not as effective as it could be. And I think Hollywood has really done a disservice to a lot of people in regards to sawed-off shotguns. I think they make them out to be more deadly than what they are. Yeah, they're still going to be deadly, but they're just not as effective as a normal shotgun. Normal long barrel, actual stock on it. Sawed-off shotguns like this are not very ideal. And we don't get to see much of anything else. They mentioned a rifle. No idea what kind of rifle it is. It's hard to even see what this is. I mean, can't even make out what the hell this is. This is kind of a piss poor video, in my opinion, or press release rather, because it's just a bunch of blobs. You don't see shit in this video. Alright, that's it. Not really much else to talk about. Not a whole lot to go on here. If you like what you hear and see, go ahead and give me a like and a share. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more Monday quarterback videos. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching.